Hey there, welcome to Oldman Runner. In today's vlog, I'm going to talk about returns policies. I'm going to grade the returns policies of various shoe companies. And coming in at number one is Brooks by a country mile. With Brooks, you can run in a shoe for 90 days and return it, no questions asked. I know, I've done this. You don't have to sign up for emails. Just buy a shoe online. If you don't like it, send it back. So Brooks, by a country mile, you're the winner. And for you, if you want to buy a shoe online with a degree of trust, go to Brooks. Okay. Coming in at number two is Nike. I'm a Nike member. It's free to join. You sign up for emails and then you get a 60-day opportunity to run and again return without any quibble. I've done that. My only quibble with Nike in terms of returning policy is they shipped a pair of Alpha Flies to the wrong address that were coming here from my nephew Jack. They shipped it to the wrong address. It went back, so there's a 2-week delay and I had to reorder the shoe and they wouldn't pay for express shipping to send it back, even though it was their fault or their courier's fault it didn't arrive. That's the only downside, but largely speaking, you can run in the shoe and it's pretty good. Next up, On running. Yeah, On's pretty good. You have a 30-day trial, you can't run in them, which is not great. But I returned shoes, very easy. I returned a pair of Cloud Venture waterproofs that were just slightly the wrong size and I didn't like the color and it was very easy to do. And On running, previously I'd ordered a shipment to go to Mississippi and then midway through, due entirely to my fault, I had to get it reshipped back to Ireland and they were absolutely brilliant to deal with. It was no bother. New Balance have a 30-day policy, again no running in the shoe, but I have run in the shoes and I've returned them. I had a problem sizing a pair of Fresh Roams a few years ago and I couldn't get the sizing right. I think I sent them back 3 times. And I did run in one of the pairs at least 5k and they were fine. They went back and New Balance were fine. Coming in after that, Asics, they have got a 30-day policy. If you remember, it's 90 days. I don't know why 90 days would be an advantage if you can't run in the shoe, but again, maybe like New Balance, a bit of light wear and tear and there's not going to be a complaint. Now, they're all, I suppose, above the bar are Nike and Brooks. Then at the bar, I'd say are On, Asics, New Balance, and then below the bar. Okay, so below the bar, coming in below the bar is Hoka. I've bought lots of shoes online from Hoka and I've had to do some returns. Their policy sucks and they don't list how many days you can have them to try, but once you send them back, unless there's a fault in the shoe, they charge you €10 off the price and you have to pay for the shipping. And these brands are saving a huge amount of money by not having to go through retail stores. Personally, I think that sort of policy sucks. So if you're going to buy a Hoka shoe and unless you're certain about the shoe and the size, don't buy it online. Don't. Coming in below them, and worst of all, is Adidas. I've had the experience of a bad shoe. So the company sends you a bad shoe, or a shoe that has broken down after one wear. You can see it at the end of the Kumi Sen 8 video. And I had to go on to try and send it back to Adidas, which is fine. So I did that. They have a 30-day policy. They've extended to 60 days, but no wear shoe. But in this case, there's a damage. Had to go on. I had to photograph the shoe, which I understand. 3 times I had to do an overall, which makes sense, one of the code on the shoe, which also makes sense, and one of the damage. All of that makes sense. But I took them with my iPhone. The iPhone saves in a .heic format. They could accept nothing but JPEGs. So I had to convert them, each of the 3, in Photoshop. And then I had converted them. It turned out that they couldn't take anything over 6 megabytes. I had to save them low res. Then I had to go, or lower res. Then I had to go and send them individually. They couldn't take 3 in one go. And all this takes time. It's my time. My time is valuable. Your time is valuable. Everyone's time is valuable. Unless you're Adidas, you don't seem to value my time. Then they come back and they give me 3 offers and I'll show you a screen grab. I could return them or I could keep them and they'd give me 30% off, or I could exchange them. With the exchange one, they couldn't guarantee that they could send you back the same size and the same color, or even the same shoe. Then you could keep them, they'd give you 30% off. I didn't want to do that because I didn't think I could then make a fair review in the shoe, even though I know that Liam could have patched them up in the workshop because he's genius without any bother. But I didn't think it would be fair to be having a patched up shoe in reviews. And they said I could return it. And then they came back with a return and they'd give me a 15% code. So we'll talk about the code separately. So that's what they offered me. On the morning when I was preparing to send back the Takumi Sen 8, I got an email from Adidas saying that I could get up in the header, it said up to 20% off, and in the text up to 25% off if I reviewed the shoe on their website. And I thought I would like to do that because I was planning to get an Adios Pro, and I thought it'd be handy to have a code. So I did that, and I didn't get any code. And the reason I didn't get any code was that they ask you to review it. They say they're going to give you a code for reviewing it. Then you review it. Then it turns out they ask you to sign up for their emails. I'd already previously signed up for their emails. And when I put in the email address, I didn't get any code. So effectively, they lied to me. Effectively, they were going to give you a percentage discount if you signed up for their emails. But they don't tell you that. They lie to you, which is unconscionable in a company that size. So I didn't get any code for that. So that annoyed me. And then it turns out that the codes, even if you do get them, you can't use them on the Adidas Takumi Sen 8. You can't use it on the Adios Pro. You can't use it on a couple of the other shoes that I was interested in. Basically, you can use it on the shoes that are low value that I'm not interested in. I'm not interested in any of their clothing. I don't care about any of their accessories. What I'm interested in is in their high performance shoes, and they're not able to give you codes that work on that. So I am the man with the 3 gripes. Okay, gripe number 1. If you have caused a fault with someone's shoe, then express ship them a replacement. It's a minimum requirement. Number 2, tell the truth. If you are not going to give a code to somebody because they've already signed up for your emails, say that. Don't send someone an email, and you already have their email, saying review this shoe and we will give you 25% off if you're not. And then gripe number 3, send people codes for discounts for things that they want to buy. Okay? Having exclusions is just not acceptable on codes that are for damaged goods. See you next week. Thanks for watching.